This building and this complex of buildings is the historic Carrington Carriage Factory buildings, and these were the heyday of Rochester. I mean, they were the biggest employer before Kodak.
And this is where they actually manufactured carriages, and the carriages were built before the cars and then airplanes. So it has a lot of people that are very connected to this building and the surrounding buildings here.
Companies began to sometimes move out, relocate. The economy began to shift. You saw a decline in some of the jobs and companies.
The area around this building was one of our problem areas. We had a lot of illegal activity happening in this area.
It was old, dilapidated, dirt piled up to the second floor out front. My first thought was run. But then I said, boy, if you could do this, what a wonderful gift back to the community.
Well, DePaul is non-for-profit. Our core mission is to provide housing for people with special needs.
CPC is a not-for-profit mortgage company that finances redevelopment in downtowns, and we also finance a lot of affordable housing. So we're a mission-based lender that does a lot of types of financing that other lenders don't like to do because it's either the first of its type or it's investment that they consider to have too much risk.
We sit here today as the largest nonprofit community development financial institution in the country that is just focused on multifamily housing.
And as a non-for-profit lender, they really understand our mission, which was a huge benefit. And they were with us through the entire process from the beginning to the end. And that gave us a great deal of satisfaction and security through it.
CPC was absolutely invaluable to getting this done. If it wasn't for the Community Preservation Corporation, we wouldn't have had the financing we need to do a difficult project.
This is one of the nicest places that I've lived. The Carriage Factory, I call it my mansion in the sky.
It's amazing because we often forget where a lot of the tenants are coming from. They very often are homeless, or they live in really substandard apartments. So when they have an opportunity to move into a rebuilt or brand new apartment, it's transformative.
Things we take for granted. We have a lot of people here in wheelchairs, and the elevators work, the doorways are wide, the lighting is nice, the safety is there. So, you know, it's been a godsend for a lot of people. They're just thrilled.
I get into these jobs and there's days where you're saying, oh my God, it's not worth it, I'm not sleeping. But the day I walk in and see people living here, and you know, a resident comes up and hugs me and she's crying. She goes, look at this, I've got a key to her apartment for the first time in my life. It really makes it all worthwhile.
I think one of the greatest assets of any community and any organization is to have empathy. And when you can really empathize in terms of what the greatest needs are and you invest in those areas, you have great success. And I just believe that's what CPC does. It's about making contributions to communities. It's about making investments that really change people's lives.